Let me see. I'm trying to keep up with some of these. Super Mario, welcome, buddy. Hope you're keeping well. Welcome, Zoe. I'm glad you have arrived. I'm glad you, above anyone, has arrived. Emily, and I don't mean that in an ignorant way, because I'm hoping that you might be able to jump up in the box. I don't mean that in an ignorant way to anyone. I just hope that you might be able to jump up here for a minute. So it seems like they're trying to push this narrative, this PB. If anyone knows who I'm on about with PB, if not, can people in the comments make sure that you can let people know who I'm on about. And it seems like 5TOWNS is encouraging it. Thank you very much, Nell. It seems like 5TOWNS is encouraging it, this sort of behaviour. Now, there's certain words I can use. Thank you, everyone. There's certain words I can use. I've just seen that video that Sarah put up. 100% Observer, please. Like Observer, just type there, check your children's device regularly. These kind of people are not only a very, very, very bad influence on your children watching it, they're also promoting the fun side, or like there's some sort of fun side to people unaliving themselves, make it an absolute... So yeah.
Okay, that's good tip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. I was watching his live, and someone called LJ was commenting, saying about Joanne, about the baiting. Is that all right to use that word?
Yeah, baiting. Yeah. We'll call it that. Yeah, we'll call it that.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. And basically said, "Oh, maybe I will still do the baiting, but I don't know yet." And he was being very cocky with it. Laughing, doing the stupid...
It's a laugh and a joke to him. It's a laugh and a joke to him. Thank you. Let me say one thing now, yeah? Now, above everything he's done, this man makes videos back at people, says whatever he wants. This, to him, this is one big game.
Yeah.
You know, someone sent me a message here about 2 days ago. I can't remember, whenever, the evening we was on our way up this side of town, and... he said, mate, he sent me a load of links, a load of videos and stuff. And he said, this is not the only time this man does this. It's not the only time. Yeah, and I'm getting this conversation, by the way, people, is about Paul Breech. No one else. It's about Paul Breech. And I'll tell you who exactly else it's about. It's about 5TOWNS Radio, Joanna. Yeah, as well. That's who it's about. So not only is Paul Breech... carrying on bad a long time around here. Look at all the accusations he's had up against him to do with these underage children. There's so many different things being said about it. So many people has covered this. Joanna is entitled to her opinion. She jumped in a box here the other day, but then tried to put, if someone unalives himself, it's on pressure of posters being put up. Far, far from it, Joanna. Joanna, you are one of his, you are one of his biggest enablers. Yeah. You, Joanna, are one of his biggest enablers. Please believe me on that. I'm not going to fall for no emotional blackmailing from you at all. Please believe me on that. I'm not. These posters that was made of Paul Breech to advise parents to check their child's devices have been printed out. I will put the proper poster up. They have been printed out, and they are in the motor with me right now. 100% they are. And you are promoting this. So let me tell you, Joanna, if this is being screen recorded and this comes back down, whether you own 5TOWNS Radio or whether you work there or have a slot in the evenings there, whatever, I don't know. But 5TOWNS Radio and every office surrounding it and every person inside of it is going to know that you were promoting this man and his behaviour towards young girls online, and also you are promoting this SH and this unaliving factor on it, yeah? I am not just coming at him now, I am coming at the both of yous. You are going for it as well. You are telling someone, she volunteers at 5TOWNS, well listen, Yorkshires, Margaret, you're going to want to have your Yorkshires ready because I'm going to be up there very, very soon. The second this hot, I'm only popping in this live feed for a short period of time. Yeah, a short period of time. But I promise, that it won't be just one poster that's being printed out. I'm going to hold Paul Breech's poster from going up until I get back to London and I can get your ones done as well. Your ones and Paul Breech's are going side by side all over Yorkshire, all over the areas, all over everywhere. As for the email that you wanted to send me about the hotel meant to be justifying Paul's actions, listen, Paul makes a mockery in every video I've watched. Before I put a poster up, I watched every single video. He's aimed 2 more at me. He's aimed another one at No Face. Yeah? That's not a man that's worried. That is not a man that's worried. That is not a man that has any sort of worries at all. That's a man that's provoking people. That is a man that knows full well what he is doing. That is a man that knows that his audience are full of teens. That is a man that is getting heavily supported by you, Joanna, from 5TOWNS Radio. You are encouraging a man who reckons that he is going to unalive himself, and you are saying to him that, don't worry, if you do, I will tell your story. Us here at 5TOWNS Radio will tell your story if you go and unalive yourself.
Exactly.
What are you playing at? What are you playing at? What are you playing at?
This happens every time. He's done, I told you this, was it yesterday when she was on live? Every single time he baits when something's not going right in his corner. Every time someone within the PBGL community that have worked tirelessly behind the scenes trying to gather evidence, you've got people that are doing all the background work, you've got people that are recording the lives and then putting clips out, you've got us that used to stream him, and this was all to spread awareness. As soon as we got close and people were catching on what he was, he would go on the suicide, bait.
No, don't worry, come on, it's all right. It's all right, don't worry.
Yeah, he used to go baiting every single time. Like I said, the last one he did, he went to Amsterdam.
Well, there you go. There you go. Well, look, let me put it this way to you, yeah? I've been sent some very, very, very bad people on here already, yeah? But the second I get back off this vacation, this break, whatever it's called, yeah? Second I finish relaxing, I shouldn't even be on this live feed right now, but that has triggered me. His videos for the last 2 days since I've been up here has been aimed towards each of us. That's exactly what they have been. He's been aiming. This is not a man that's worried. This is not a man that needs sympathy. This man is provoking people. He's provoking people. He knows what he's doing, and personally, there 100% is something going on with him and Joanna and probably many more. And with the help of everyone else, the surface is only being scratched right now. I'm going to make sure that I rip that surface completely and see exactly what's underneath that. Please believe me, and with the right amount of people, we can create a demolition team and break them all up in bits and take them down for what they're doing. Please believe me on that, because this is not right. He knows full well his audience, his audience is that age group. He said it. Joanna has said it. A load of people have said it. He knows it too well, and he wants to talk about that behaviour. He wants to talk about that behaviour. Do you understand me? What? The young age people are listening are going to think that this is some sort of fun stuff. Do you understand what I'm saying? Joanna Speeds from 5TOWNS Radio in Yorkshire. That's who I'm on about. Yes, Joanna, if you're listening to me, I promise Yorkshire is getting a visit from me. Yorkshire, we'll have all the Yorkshires, Margaret, when I get back home. So we will. Honestly, I don't condone anything that Paul has done, but I really do not agree with your behaviour and what you are allowing to be said. You and him are making a mockery of people that have lost their lives due to that. You're making an absolute mockery. Mockery.
She thought by saying that to you that she could sort of manipulate you in that situation. And that's why I had to speak up yesterday and say to you, look, go ahead, do the posters. This goes on all the time. He's always constantly baiting. Normally it is to manipulate teenagers to stop them from leaving him. Or speaking out about him, to have some sort of grip over him. And like tonight, he was even saying about, there's arguments within our community, the PBGL community. I will tell you right now, and if he's listening and if she's listening, I've got no problem with Angel. I've got no problem with anybody. I support the victims. I do get heated about things that I say sometimes, but that was in the past. I'm happy to have discussions. I've got a few of the girls that have left him on my page now that follow me. I'm here to be in solidarity with everyone. We all want this man off of here because of the pain that he's caused to all these young girls, and ones we don't even know about. God knows what's on his hard drive if they check it. This man is a danger, and she's a massive enabler. And so
I'm seeing that, and the pressure that was almost, Adele, thank you. The pressure that was tried to be put on my shoulders here the day that was trying to go away with my family, and you're telling me that man can do now bad enough what he's done as well, but you are promoting it as someone who has a voice to the biggest percentage of Yorkshire. You have a duty of care if you know that man has spoken to you about on a helicopter, whatever you call it. Stella, thank you. Yeah, whatever your words you want to call it. If he's spoken about things like that, you should have respect for yourself, for the radio show you're working for, and for other people out there, other families that didn't have the chance to try to stop their own people that they know that's very, very close to them from going ahead. But no, you're promoting it, Joanna. If you do that, Paul, I will tell your story. If that's not someone encouraging, I don't know what is. You were giving him the go-ahead that, listen, I'm going to tell your story, Paul, not try to get him the proper support. Maybe, Paul, you need to come offline here, Paul. You need to sort something out. You need to take care of yourself. No, you're promoting him. You're promoting him to do this. You know, and then try to say it to me, that if anything happens him, it's on my shoulders.
Yeah, that's the lowest of low. Honestly, that fumed me. That fumed me so much that something had to be said, because that was not fair on you. No.
That is disgusting. How could you try to put that pressure on my shoulders? How could you try to put that on my shoulders? Yeah, on my shoulders at any time. You know, half of my journey coming up here, I couldn't think straight, because I said to Olivia, I said, and Olivia, don't get involved in this, people. Yeah, all she does is mod for me and help block out comments and stuff. Yeah, and she don't get involved. She don't come on the screen. You know, before when we do the quizzes and that, relax her times and whatever. Like, you know, she'll get involved that way, but not when it comes to me or things like this. And I said to Olivia, I said. You know what? So that's putting pressure. So that's putting a lot of pressure on me, because it was stuck in my head. I said, this woman has just said this, that I'm going to be responsible for a man unaliving himself in front of 1,900 people.
Yeah. But
that's bad.
But he carried on though. All day he's been on half a dozen times and yesterday, and that ain't a man that's trying to do that. If you see the things, and he kept doing the groin shots again, standing up in front of it, pulling his jumper up, twerking about, and even his posts are all unhinged. He's made about 3 or 4 posts. That is not somebody that's wanting to do that baiting.
100%. Yeah, Clara, thank you. Sorry, Steph. Welcome in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Paul is in this live. Paul is in the live. Paul, do you want to jump up? Paul is in this live. Paul, do you want to jump in this box and explain yourself? Why are you messing about? Why are you messing about with what you're doing with young people? And also, not just that, What are you promoting that? What are you... Paul is in this. He's just popped into this chat, whatever. He's gone running again. Paul is just... And I've just had a message come at the top of the screen say he's in here as well. Unless it's someone in a different name account. I couldn't find it. What's happening, Big Jamie? Paul, do you want to come up and explain yourself or the actions of 5TOWNS Radio? Huh? Do you want to explain yourself trying to put your petting on my shoulders? Your messing on my shoulders is never going to happen. Never going to happen. Come up here. I'll drop everyone out of the box and I'll turn the comments off. Come up here, you big messer. Come up here. Come up here, you coward. What's happening, Big Jamie?
How we doing?
Oh, good, buddy. How are you keeping? Sorry, mate. I'm not even going to come on the live feed, but I just, after seeing the video that Zoe put up, he's really, that's even further triggered me. Not bad enough with everything he has done, but then to be speaking about that can one of you repeat that word, the unalive, and I don't want to keep saying it myself, but
unalive in helicopter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he does that, Joanna from 5TOWNS Radio is going to tell his story. Yeah. A radio station presenter is encouraging a man to do that to himself and is promoting the fact that she will make a story out of it. What a shame you should be. Never mind who you're supporting in the first place. Telling me you're going to send emails to me. Paul is willing to send me emails. Paul, you know where you can shove them emails, yeah? You know what you can do with them. Paul is going to send me emails, but what was it he said, sorry? They're going to block out...
the email that it was sent from.
So, hang about, right? You're going to send someone proof, right, of something, okay? You're going to send someone proof, all right? Now... They were meant to send me proof after this live feed here the other day. It was offered to me to send some emails that the hotel proves that Paul didn't leave the hotel, right? But Paul don't want no backlash. So I understood that part of it for a minute, but then I didn't reply when I read on further. So Paul is going to blur out the person who he was having the chat with. What? Now, I could go and have a conversation with myself on 2 different email addresses.
Quite easy.
Yeah.
I'm going to block out one of the email addresses and that's my evidence. At least show me a business email. At least show me that hotel with the business email at the end of it and this conversation and around the time that you were being accused of it. Don't come at me with that sort of carry on like I was born yesterday. Please believe me, a good percentage of the time I might act like an idiot online, yeah? But hear me out very, very clear, Paul and Joanna. Sometimes you got to play the role of a fool to fool the fool who thinks they're fooling you. I am far from a fool, okay? Please, please, please. Yeah, I am far, far from a fool as much as I might pretend it sometimes, yeah? I know exactly what is going on and what's not, and you two think that you're going to fool me in the background and then try to put pressure or try to make me feel guilt. Try to make me feel guilt about if I put up a poster about this man who is causing serious issues up and down the country, that has been tangled up in so many different things, yeah? And makes a mockery out of people who's unalived themselves, and you to promote that, try to put the pressure of that on my shoulders and tell people that you'll tell the story. Joanna Speets, 5TOWNS Radios, Paul Breech, I promise, when I leave this place Friday, I'm going to make sure that my beautiful family are at home safe. And I am going to fire up that motorway as fast as that motor takes me. And every part of Yorkshire, everyone, if they don't know about what 5TOWNS Radio is promoting, they're going to know by the time I'm finished. And Paul, I know exactly where you are because Joanna already told me. I know where you are. Please believe me. Sorry, Joanna, but when you put that pressure on my shoulders, I'm not holding any of your secrets no more. I know where Paul is, and I know where he normally frequents. Yeah, I know where he normally frequents as well. So please believe me, yeah? you've messed with the wrong fella here, and you've tried to put pressure on the wrong person. On the wrong person. You've done it to the wrong fella. Yeah, please. Yeah, please. On her page to call me a load of names. Well, I'll tell you something, yeah? I'm ready to go up and down of Yorkshire. Please believe me, 5TOWNS Radio, yeah? You and you, Paul Breech. You as well, yeah? You need off this app, Paul. Or plenty of people needs to know about you, what you're at. They need to know about you. You're not going to put no pressure like that up on top of my shoulders and then make it look like you're gonna tell a big story belong to Paul. On the back, on his unalive on my shoulders. Not in a million years are you going to do that up and down on this TikTok to me. Not in a million years. No way.
Just think about it this way, Tony, right? There's people in here that have been doing this for 3 years, that have watched it from the beginning. And I can tell you the amount of evidence these people have collected over these 3 years on this man, and that's without what I was doing myself over a year. And it's all piled up, and it's just got worse and worse. You think it can't get any worse, he goes another lower level. Now, why is it? There's all that amount of evidence out there, which most of it you've probably already seen, yet he hasn't come with one actual potential piece of evidence that could clear him. Not one piece. It's all math.
Dom, message me who, please. Dom, send me a WhatsApp with who. If you can hear this, send me a WhatsApp with who from the last message you just sent. Sorry, I know. I've just seen. Yes, I've seen a lot of different videos, and I've seen a lot of different stuff. I'm not going to fire up things about people that go and get posters made. So many people have messaged the team and said, listen, this person is this person's that. And I said, I'm not going to fire up a live video. And I also tell people that's in the boxes, don't mention someone's name without any proof being said, yeah? All right, because it can be very, very damaging. Delusive Angie done that to me before with my stalker and tried to cause a lot of bother for me, yeah? And I know how damaging it can be, yeah? So that's why when people come in the box and I say, don't say people's names without solid proof, yeah? Don't encourage that behaviour, yeah? I don't encourage that behaviour, especially when you've got a lot of people listening. Do you understand what I mean? It's not fair on that person. I have watched so many videos on this, Paul. I have seen it. I've seen so much stuff. I've looked it up. So many people have covered it. Yeah, so many people have covered it. Do you understand what I mean?
There's loads of stuff out there about him.
And that's what I'm saying to you. That is exactly what I'm saying to you. Someone keeps saying, this anxious Andy.
So that was someone that let him stay with him, and I believe that was through Joanne. I mean, I'm not too clued up on it, but from what I know, they had to call the police on him to have him removed from the property, and the man had mental health issues and stuff, and he basically manipulated his way in. The same as what he did with Jojo and Nikisha, who were ex-mods. They invited him up for a party, I believe, and literally he tried to get himself onto their tenancy. They got an email from their housing officer to say that he tried to put himself on their tenancy. He literally made himself at home. And she hadn't given him permission for that. He'd done that off of his own back. I mean, it'd be easier to talk to Nikisha or Jojo personally. They could go.
Someone keeps saying to me, "Box Ian, who's Ian? Is this Ian here?"
So they're also part of the PBGL community as well, and they have a lot of information also on Paul.
How are you doing, Ian? How's things?
Hi, yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
No. Yeah, definitely not. Yes, hi. How are you keeping?
Sorry, I've got a bit of a delay here. Totally, there's a couple of things I want to say. First of all, please don't feel that there's any sort of weight to you being responsible for anything that he does. There's a video on my page that I've uploaded very recently. The most recent episode of this was December, and I've got stuff spanning a year, and there's probably 20 or 30 threats on there. It's not speculation. It's all words that have come out of his mouth, posted stuff on social media. So please don't think he does it all the time. All the time. He does it all the time. All the time. In what she's saying, Paul met Andy through Joanne. Joanne ended up getting Andy to let Paul stay. Paul then had to be removed by police.
Wow. Wow. And let me just clear one thing up. It's Lan, isn't it?
Yeah, L.
Yeah, I was thinking because I seen the picture. I didn't know. I thought it said Ian at first. So I'm very, very sorry. That's why I got the big shock as well. So what I'd love to know is what's going on with both of these. I think the quicker we put a separate group together, however we can do this, put some sort of group thing in the background separate to this, or if you already have a group going there, I'm more than happy to join in, because what Joanna has tried to do to me, I'm not happy with. Really, I'm not happy with that at all. And it's been bothering me up here. I haven't been able to relax up here. Steph, thank you. Don't have to worry about them people. Can we run these likes up? If anything else, it's 800 and something on. Can we just run the likes up? It helps me for the next time I do fire up a live feed. So this has already been going on. Your page has already been going on for a long time now, has it?
Oh, who, me or?
Yeah, I mean, I think I started this account in August.
August, yeah.
And I've been doing it since.
But as I say, have a look at one of my most recent videos, because it's got a year's worth of dating on it.
And the same goes with me. I've been doing it since about March or so. But the problem I have is every account that I've had has been banned. Every time I accrue loads of evidence, it gets taken down. And the majority of what I had saved and stored, I've handed over to Soxy, who then passed it on to No Face, No Case.
It's about time, because you know what? Let me reverse the tables now. On Joanna and Paul here. Ye are going to be the ones that causes a young teenager to do that. That's what's going to end up happening if you're not stopped. You're going to be the ones, because you should never ever come at people and put that pressure up on top of me. Not in a million years. That man needs off this app. That man needs to change his settings or do something. Someone needs to look into him properly. And I understand that people are opening pages and they're trying to spread awareness via videos and stuff like that, left, right, and centre. But I can assure you, I could lose this count tomorrow or the next day, and that's why it's very, very important to go onto that website. But like I said, you can take the account off of me, but you can't take me or stop me from being in your town. You can't stop me from putting up posts. You can't stop me from spreading awareness. As many other different ways as possible.
Well,
it's not right. Everything that man is doing in front of young girls is not right. Is not right. So Paul and Joanna, I promise, and I promise it from the bottom of my heart, that when I'm finished up here on this breakaway with my family, I'm dedicating. I'll dedicate 6 months, a year, whatever. No one else. I'm dedicating it to you two, just you two alone. Just G2 to spread as much awareness, and not just up and down around the world, about G2 for a minute. And that's exactly. And also, I don't know if Joanna owns that 5TOWNS radio. I don't know, but someone said does she own it? Does she own it herself? She a volunteer there?
She doesn't own it. 100% she don't own it. I'll talk to you off of here of what happened 2 days ago through someone that I work with that did something, but I'll talk to you about that off of here. But she definitely doesn't own it. She has got a boss, if you like.
Okay, I think her manager, someone said, is called Phil Ream. But I don't know if that's true or not. But listen, it won't take that long to find out who's the manager. It won't. Plus, listen, I will walk into that building, not a problem. I will post a poster inside of that building, of both of them, joint posters with both of them, and a lot of different things on them posters, and we'll go up and down every part of Yorkshire and the area that I know where Paul is and his location, neighbours, every single one, up and down the place. And I'll spread as much awareness as that way. You go on that site, and please believe me, yeah, you need off this app. You're hiding behind it and you're making an awful mockery out of people.
I can tell you this much, Ian, sorry, not Ian, Tony, that manager was not happy that she was using her profile that she's got on TikTok for the radio station, and that she should only be using that to promote.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm taking a lawsuit out on 5TOWNS radio for the stress and pressure they're after causing me to tell me that I'm responsible for I'll be responsible in front of so many people telling me I'm going to be responsible if someone takes a life. I'm going to be responsible.
Don't be a wrong in the first place and you won't make awareness of them.
That's 100%. How can you try to put that up on top of me? And that account was in there. The 5TOWNS radio account was on my live. I'll download the live feed for them. I'll play the live feed for them if they want. I'll play the live feed for. Is this emotional blackmail what 5TOWNS radio is promoting?
Yeah, of course. It is emotional.
Is this emotional black? This is complete. Yes, it is manipulation and emotional blackmail. That's what they try to put me up here. Why do you think it's not out of my head?
Fake crocodile tears as well. That's what she had. Like, she knew that people were onto her. We all come with facts. And I mean, look at Fact Freak. He didn't stay even more than 2 minutes, and he got to the point and said, like, why are you defending him? You know, like, we all know what he is. Everyone knows. It's done awareness on him, what he is. We've watched with our own eyes. He cannot argue it.
Who's this goat?
Don't know.
Hi. You probably won't know who I am, but...
Okay, just let me, one second. Your volume is very low. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Before you tell me anything, just because I don't know the account, there's nothing on it. How old are you? Sorry.
I'm 32.
Okay, that's fine. All right, go ahead.
So basically, there's a big group of us from quite a while back who were following Paul, and he really didn't like us. Can you not hear me?
He's very, very low. I don't know if you've got headphones or something. You're very, very low.
Right, is this better? Hello?
It's still very, very... Do you want to try to drop out and I'll bring you straight back in? I'll give you my word. I'll bring you straight back in if you want to try to... I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, yeah, Joanna, I can see you there. Joanna, have you seen the recent videos of your best buddy, best pal, just provoking, yeah? Provoking for the last few days in videos, yeah? Provoking away left, right and centre. Have you not seen his videos? But you're telling me that's a man who I'm meant to be putting pressure on, who you put pressure on me, and that man keeps coming at me in videos, keeps coming at No Face. That person is not bothered about anything. That you and that person are at something in the background, and I'm not going to stop until I figure out what it is. I'm not going to stop, and I promise that in my heart. I'm not going to stop. You're never, ever, ever going to put that emotional blackmail on my shoulders again. You're never going to do that to me again. In front of 1,900 people, 1,900 people, you tried to say to me that if that man does something wrong, that it rests on my shoulders, that I'm responsible for it. No. Off your 5TOWNS radio page as well. Is that what you and 5TOWNS radio is promoting? Well, let me go and speak to the 5TOWNS radio people and the people in the surrounding areas to find out exactly, are they happy with that? Are they happy with that?
Sorry, the people down there saying he's been offering me out on a fight?
No.
They did. Look, down there. And people are saying it's screen recorded.
I ain't seen it.
I haven't seen that, and I'd love him to say that. I'm not going to lie, but I haven't heard him say it in my face.
What's happening, No Face? How's things?
I'm good, brother. You?
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't even. I'm alive. I wasn't even planning to come on here this evening.
I know he's just getting a bit cocky, isn't he?
He's just since every day, a couple of days now I've been up here. Yeah, he called me out before he even made a live feed about him. He started hinting about this movement. I got posters printed out, and if you look across the screen, it didn't even say that name on it. I said, as promised as earlier. He was then going at you in 2 videos and came at me on 2 as well. Now Joanna is trying to tell me that this weighs on me. Do you understand? This weighs on me. No, it does not. No, it does not, Joanna. No, it does not. But I tell you what does, Joanna. Yeah, I shouldn't even be on this live feed. You and him have triggered me. Yeah, only a few days I get to spend away with my family, and both of you have really, really triggered me. Both of you have really, really triggered me, yeah? But don't worry about that. Listen, don't worry about that. I'm not going to let you spoil this break I have away. I'm not, as much as you are already in the background, but I'm not going to let you spoil it. I'm still enjoying myself down here. I'm enjoying my time with my family. But I promise, when I get back and when my child and my missus is back home safe and sound, I hit that motorway. I hit Yorkshire, all around Yorkshire, from the welcome to Yorkshire. Every single part of
this. I'm not mod on this account.
Watching. So, Paul, just to let you know, you wanted to up the levels.
He did the same to Tommy as well. When I got Tommy involved before, like Tommy's like, let us know when he's in London again, and I was offering to show him exactly where he usually stays, and he was calling him like a rug rat and things like that. We made a laugh and a joke of it and just took the piss back out of him. But he was offering him out, and any man that goes anywhere near this, he will come all cocky at him, but he'll only do it behind the screen. But when he's in public, I've seen this man in public, he hasn't got the same energy. He keeps his head down and he's always focused on his phone.
100%.
Yeah, that's to hold that energy if I get hold of him, because it's going to be the only thing he's going to be able to do.
Listen, No Face, as much as we want to say things like that, just
my bad, I know, yeah.
Sorry, hold back on things like that. Listen, not promoting no violence. This is about awareness, not violence.
That's it, it's awareness.
It's as simple as that. Yeah, awareness. All right.
My bad. I let my feelings get ahead of me there.
No, I understand that, but listen. What Joanna wants to put on my shoulders, yeah. Then she's gonna spin it and say that we're trying to say this and that. So please.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's cool. I understand that.
Good. What's happening? How are you keeping?
Hey, can you hear me properly now?
It's even worse now. God.
I can't in.
I don't know what's wrong with it. If you tell me, if you tell me, we can hear it in the bar. Just speak, and if you can just speak up a bit loud.
Okay, so I'll sit here and I'll shout. I haven't.
Why are you shouting at me for?
And I'll shout. I haven't.
Why are you shouting at me for?
And I'll shout. I haven't.
Why are you shouting at me for?
And I'll shout. I haven't.
Why are you shouting at me for?
And yet all
she's calling Rabbit 14 this, that, and the other, and I'm thinking this is full grown adults. Put a name at least, even if your name is whatever. Just put a name. Apart from if you're No Face No Case, where your page is built on that. Don't you know?
I had to do it though, because I was being threatening.
His name's Alan. Call him Alan.
That's why I had to do it.
Or is it because you're the greatest?
Absolutely.
You're the greatest of all time.
Yeah, so I had to do it because I was being threatened with being doxxed along with another group of people because of Paul Breech. So I'm going back to probably, do you know the whole Grace saga that happened?
No, but I'm sure we're
I do. Yeah, I know about this.
Okay. So the big group of us probably all kind of pulled together just before that happened. But there are a lot of people that I could put you to that will give you some more stuff about Paul. I'm not going to name them, but there's a lot there. I kind of gave up with it a long time ago. It was quite draining, but there's quite a few bits that are that I don't think have really been mentioned, that have got nice bits of evidence to it as well.
Do you know what I'm going to tell you one thing though, yeah? That little rat tried to do. Sorry, I have to calm my feelings down for a minute. Let me just chill out. Right. You see what he done, yeah? When I was having an argument with him in a Instagram message, right? This was the day after we'd done...
But I can't hear nothing. I'm going to have to drop.
It was the day we'd done the live... the day before we'd done the live awareness about him. He was all like, oh, about kids in the boxes, and Roro goes, oh, it'd be a shame if I was to get a screen recording of a kid gifting you. And I was thinking to myself, you dodgy cunt. I remember a kid come into my live and sent a rose and said something about ain't I cute, and the mods instantly blocked it. So he set that up.
Yeah, he probably did. That's what he does.
Yeah, he set that up, the little weasel. Didn't he say... Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, again, this is why, Tony, it helps if, like I said, there's people that have been doing this for like 3 years or more that will have even more information, like Goat says, that's not been spoken about. I can only go based on what I've seen in the last year or what I've read up about from Reddit, Tattle and them sort of places. But there are still a few things that, like you say, Goat, that if you can pass all that on to them, that will help build an even better case to try and get him off the app, even better so, you know?
100%, 100%. But we go down the road of media now with these two. With these two, we go down the road of media as well. And I'm sure Joanna could have done this a long time ago. Listen, I am going to ask everyone to just mute the mics for a minute, because Steph has been waiting so patiently, and she has been. And Steph, thank you so much. I know you've been waiting so patient. How are you keeping?
Hiya. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Hiya. So I would like to say thanks for everything that you do and protecting like our kids. First I would like to say, like, Paul and the Green Witch and all the rest. I have to protect my children to come on, like, that age to come on, to start to come on social media, or want to come on social media, or do what the friends are doing and stuff, and I can't.
Yeah, it's worrying. I think Steph is having some connection. Steph, if you can hear me, come back up. I think the mic was going on and out, but Steph, you don't have to say thanks, honestly. Anyways, I'm going to let Big Jamie the Cloud Chaser have his say.
Oh, you know my feelings. I've already had one. I've already had one account bananaed.
I know. I know over that.
Listen, I don't know. You do all these what you're doing. Like, I think I'd lose my temper a little bit.
No, but you know what it is. You know what it is, Jamie. Honestly, I knew it was bad online. Yeah, and look at that video. I'm gonna post it. I was gonna make a video when I got back, but even that hearing, I think that was in Ireland. What was that called? Was it in front of Congress or whatever it was? Like, I'm not too sure if anyone is aware of that. And even the owner of TikTok has advised people that is a breeding ground for peddlers and for people that's setting up with these child abductions and all of this. They have warned it themselves, and then you're watching it in your face. These people are exposing themselves to children. These people are messing about, and these people are exposing themselves. people keep spamming the chat with let Amber up. Spamming it, thank you, Magella. Spamming the chat is not gonna help anyone's cause. Sorry, yeah. I don't know who Amber is, but I will let Amber up in a second.
The problem is you don't realise how many wrong ones are actually on this app until you start making the awarenesses, and then all of a sudden there's loads.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. 100%. 100%.
And you've got these other people trying to protect it, saying, "Oh, it's about but you got to look into it, the mental health stuff like that." And it's like, give your head a wobble. What do you mean? The Romans. I don't understand why you'd have to hold yourself back and not expose them because of this and that. I know you straight away expose them, and then they keep saying, "Yeah, but it's the parents' fault. They shouldn't let their kids on the app." It's a 13+ app. It was made for kids.
Yeah, well, 12. When I seen you last time, when I was with you in No Face last time, we looked at it. I know it's not a difference with a year, but it's even younger. Do you understand what I mean? It's even younger.
We all keep an eye on our kids' social media when it comes to stuff like this, but you can't be there 24/7.
But seeing that, a lot of people probably don't even realise, Big J, how bad it actually is. Do you understand? Because they're probably looking at these categories and think, okay, that's a 12+. Okay, use that. But what are they knowing by the time that child has that and then stumble across Dave the Rave playing chopsticks with his chopstick?
And then sit there and say, yeah, but he was drunk. Well, not being funny or anything, but that don't justify anything. What's that justify? He was drunk.
Tony, apparently Amber knows Joanne, so that might be worth having her up in the box.
And she said she's 19.
Oh, is she? I don't know. I only saw that she worked with her or something. Someone was saying, can you just let Tony know that she worked with...
I agree. I agree what people are saying. The app has turned into an adult's app. It should be an 18+ app. I agree with that.
Did anyone else see the video of the guy who shot himself in the head? That really messed me up. And I'm 30-odd years old, and that was on this app.
Was that the American guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really messed me up, but that was allowed on this app. There were so many videos of it. I'd never seen anything like it in my life.
What is that cameo thing? What is that meant to be?
So people can request a gift. At the minute, he's plugging Valentine's Day. Like anyone would want their missus to receive a message from Paul Breech. And
people use it as a piss take, so they're pissing it to rip the piss out of him, but they're lining the twat's pocket.
And it's normally about 34 quid or something like that he gets for every single one that he does. I don't know if he has to pay charges out of that or what, but...
Mickey, thank you and good evening. I hope you and the family are keeping well. Yeah, that's what was just sent to me there that time as well. But like I said, people, I'm not going to wait much longer on this. I'm going to wait for another few more minutes. Val, someone is telling me the box. Val,
someone's just reminded me of something else that
£50 for a cameo. You can get celebrities cameo for like 30 quid.
Yeah, it's a total rip-off. Something else that Paul did, I don't know if you've got an old video, Zoe, or anything.
Yeah.
But when he was talking the time that he was kissing a dementia patient when he was working in care, or when he'd rub Lucozade into a diabetic's gums.
I did add that video, but I got banned. Again, this is what happens. He gets all of our videos banned. I don't know, maybe Ian might have... Lan. I've got to stop saying Ian now. Lan, someone else might have that. Or...
Yeah, I might have it somewhere, but that's just...
Oh, yeah, Lan's got it.
...of him taking advantage of vulnerable people. And I think the whole is probably one of the biggest examples.
Let me just see who this account. Danny, sorry, I don't. I always ask people how old they are when they come out in the boxes. If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 42.
All right, okay, no worries. What's the good news?
So, yeah, I had some really positive news for you. So, I don't know if anyone's told you about the live that was on last night with the two young girls in the school uniform, and there was an older guy who was being really inappropriate with them. So, I managed to get the names of the two kids and the school that they go to, and I emailed the school and explained everything. And I've asked for a meeting with the principal and safeguarding, so she got back to me today. I explained everything, what it is that yous do on here, and I've give them the website and things like that, and she emailed me back today and she said that, you know, she's really grateful for what we do and to let me know that they've received what I've sent and it is going to safeguarding.
Perfect.
So
That is perfect. And by the way, that because the people in the chat think it's someone else. We won't say the person's name, but that's not the Shane situation. That's the other person that was sent to me.
Yeah.
I know exactly. Yeah, but please don't say that person's name because I'm working on that with someone else in a group on that at the minute. Yeah, so don't say that person's name in case anyone that's friends with them might say that. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, but definitely that was sent to me last night, and the person who sent all that information over to me last night, big respect, you're in the chat, thank you very, very much. I'm fully aware of that, but that's great news. It only took that only took a day to get that awareness straight out to the family, didn't it?
Yeah, so it's really good because it means that if it's gone to safeguarding, it's then going to go to the safeguarding within that council. So it's going to be something that's going to be really looked into so that they can do more safety awareness for the kids.
Exactly.
Because obviously they really weren't taking it seriously even when people were trying to explain stuff to them. So yeah, hopefully this, you know, it's going to be a movement now because it's going to go to places that are higher up where it's going to get spoken about.
Yeah, and I think you know the worst thing or the best thing about it, I think where people were just firing up the videos or live feeds, and I was doing it for ages myself and it was getting me nowhere. I think when people actually see you taking time away, driving up and down, making an effort to actually proper spread awareness, that's where they can see, well, listen, you know, I'd sooner pay more attention to the poster that I've seen in my town than I would when I'm flicking past the video. I might not even get the gist of it. I might just scroll past it. But if I see that poster slap bang in front of me, I'm going to look at that and think, all right, someone's gone out of the way to come up and plaster this on this wall. Someone's gone out of the way to do this. There's more of a reason to listen to it. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
There's more of a chance. And I think that's my personal opinions, because everyone else seems to be, the videos taken down or your live feed is restricted. And like I said, people, please, on that website, subscribe to it. It's free. Because if this account goes tomorrow or tonight, I can put on the website the new account that we'll use and so on. Do you see what I mean?
I agree, yeah. I think people keep saying about the police, but what's the police done about this happened the last 3 years?
Listen, to be honest with you, one chap was taken in by the shades. Another group got him lifted. Yeah, another group got him lifted, and have taken whatever bits of remains.
What I'm saying is, if it wasn't for that group,
please believe me, nothing will happen for months. And I'm not running down every police officer or nothing like that. I'm just saying that stretch with everything, that these cases are just half of them are being swept under the carpet. Do you understand? And when it comes to sentencing in courts, these people are getting off with less than slaps on the wrist. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if people want to unmute. You're more than welcome to have a speak, but people are getting just less than a slap on the wrist. Danny as well. Thank you so much for that positive news there as well.
You're welcome. I just thought with everything going on, you know, you needed that little bit of positive news. Just
of course.
You know,
of course. If these groups can get in behind at these schools, and you know what, if some of the schools can sign up for the free newsletter, they'll get that email, and then they can automatically email it out to the parents that morning. So if we send it out that morning, They can have it sent out within 10 minutes. We don't need to send it then direct to all the parents from them schools. The teachers can do it. Do you understand what I mean?
100%.
That's it. And I think once one safeguarding team is talking about it, they then start to speak with other safeguarding teams. So, it could be that this now goes to more than just this school.
Well,
which is what we want.
That's what exactly I'm hoping. I'm hoping that will be the way forward, and that is it. I don't know who's just been let in the box. Tracy.
Hello.
Tracy, how are you keeping?
I'm fine. I've got a few things to say. Before I say it, Tony, you have my full permission to boot me at any given moment, okay? And I will take no heed to you.
Okay.
But what I'm going to say is, these people who are enabling these wrong-uns, believe me, I wish I could go into the full detail and the history of what I've actually seen firsthand. Yeah? With a little girl in my family, it grates on me how you lot are getting the shit for doing fucking good for sticking up for children.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the truth.
And the police, the prison system, the gathers, the courts, no fucking good when it comes down to this. Because unless a child has been actually raped by a grown man, they do not want to know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think it
They
is?
just don't want to know.
Do you know what I think it is? Why, there is hate from people? It's because it's the people that are hating are the ones who do have the kids going into the lives. They do go into kids' lives and things like that. So they are going to, be opposed to it. And, we've seen it, with certain people. They're the ones that really just don't want us to change the way the app is because it suits them the way it is now.
Yeah.
Those people saying kids should get out of TikTok, should be off the app. No. Grown-ass adults should stay out of children's lives and their actual own life.
Yeah. Yeah. If the content is like that, some sort of warning should be put up.
Yeah,
and you shouldn't be at that switch to 18s. But even now, and I'm not saying you're allowed to do that content on here, but what I'm saying to you is, if you think that your video is coming across this, that, and the other, for a start, you shouldn't be putting them up. And two, at least add some sort of safety net onto your account if you think it's even going to have some sort of impact. But these people don't do that because they want this. They want that. I think half of them get off on this. And as sick as that sounds, I think half of them are getting off on this, please believe me. And that includes Joanna and Paul Breech. Please believe me. Trace, there's someone keeps saying, can we get Amber up? Can we get Amber up?
Yeah,
Do you mind if I let Amber up? I don't know how old Amber is. I think she's over 18.
She's 19.
She's 19. But can one of the ladies have a speak with Amber, please, if that's okay, yeah? If you can do that. Yeah, if that's all right, yeah?
Yeah.
1 second, let me let Amber.
Hiya.
Hi, Amber, how are you doing?
Evening, Tony.
Good evening.
Evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm definitely 19, by the way, Tony.
All right, no worries. No, I'm gonna let you explain the story. Anyways, I don't know what you wanted to come up and say, but go ahead.
Basically, what it is I was on your live the other day with this Paul Breech situation, and obviously you know her as Joanne, but I know her as Jo. I did used to work with Jo a good while back when I was obviously slightly younger. I am now a care leaver out of the care system. I'm just what it is, Tony, is I'm just wanting to come in your live and just say that I find it obviously this situation quite disgusting myself, that Joanne's supporting somebody like this. I'm ashamed to the fact that I actually used to work with her myself a couple of years back. And obviously I don't think it's right what she's doing, considering I've got siblings myself that are 13, 14-year-old that are also on this app, and then Joanne's supporting kids under the care system like I were in the care system myself, working with kids like that, but then supporting somebody that's like Paul that's obviously doing what he's doing on a kids app. I find it quite disgusting.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I totally agree. Please believe me on that. I'm expecting a full-blown apology from both of them. From both of them for a start. And that's still not stopping me with these posters. I just still want an apology. I'm still going ahead with the posters, but I want my apology.
For people in the comments, yes, she does work with children under care because I was a child under the care system myself before I turned 18 and officially left the care system. So yes, Joanne does work with kids in care.
Does she still work with them now?
Yes, she does, and I know exactly the centre that she uses for her 5TOWNS radio station.
Wow. Jesus.
Wow.
That's good to hear. Hold on. Did you just say that she uses a care home for that?
No, I know the centre where she uses for. I know the centre and the area that it's in that she uses for a 5TOWNS radio station.
Care home, then it becomes a different story, doesn't it?
Is it the Hut Centre?
It's a centre in Airedale.
Yeah, I know. I have.
It's the community summit centre in Airedale.
It's just flashed up on the top of my phone here. The name. I'm not going to say it because I think it's actually a kids' community centre place, isn't it?
There is a lot of young underage children that do go there, Tony. Yeah.
As we're saying there, this little section box drops down with things that people are sending me at the same time. So. That's why I'm saying that. So why is Joanna protecting this man who has got NONS, or I will spell it a different way so don't get blocked, who has got that written all over him and then working alongside? What is going on?
I can answer that because she's one herself and I don't care who screen records or whatnot.
I think people get your email addresses out, watch for my next video. I think 5TOWNS Radio needs multiple emails of awareness sent in across. And yes, I am asking for that because I don't believe this situation to be right. Either way, I'm going there myself to speak with whoever's over you. But I think for now, this is part of something big. I think it's starting to connect bit by bit because you're putting pressure on me. You're coming in to back up, putting that sort of weight on my shoulders and then backing a man who's behaving like this, doing the things he's doing on a child's app, accused of the things he's doing, and you are his number one influencer and backer. What is going on with you and him?
You see, like I said, Tony, I don't agree with all this that's happening anyway, considering that she's working with children younger than myself. That
is exactly what I'm saying to you.
That are kids in care, Tony. It is. I agree with yourself, and a big up to you for everything that you're doing, Tony, with the posters. And I don't agree what she said to you the other evening, either on a live when she said that it'd be your fault if Paul basically,
that pressure up on me.
By the way, I do have that screen recorded in case she wants to deny it.
And
yeah, I have that on the live.
I can download that. For that.
And if you are in the chat, Joanne, I'm no offence to you or anything, but I am actually ashamed now that at the fact that I actually used to work with you a couple of years back from when I was a kid in care. I think that's quite disgusting that you're supporting somebody like that when I've got younger siblings as young as 13 that are also on this app and you're supporting a gentleman like that. I think that is vile.
And I think the word gentleman is a disgrace. Okay, people, it's the number 5 Towns Radio at mail.com. That's exactly where your awareness emails, not complaints, awareness emails to say that, look, explain a situation in a brief email, people. There's 1,200 people here. There's something not right with Joanna and this Paul. There really is not. Please believe me.
There ain't. There ain't. I've been watching
something. I'm telling you, I scratched this surface and I'm still on a break at the minute. I'm still with my family away. I cannot wait to return back to London Saturday and get right back on this. Please believe me, Paul, you've been goading and mocking me for 3 days now. Listen, you're going to get what you asked for. And that is a promise from my heart. Listen, to the rest of you that jumped in the boxes, thank you all very, very much. I'm going to relax now with my family for another while. In the morning...
Tony, before you go, can I just say to you...
You can indeed.
Take a break because it's going to fuck with your head.
I understand that, but like when I see Zoe's video, and if you haven't seen Zoe's video...
I know.
It got to me because he's laughing and joking around the fact that he might just unalive himself at any point, and then the grinning on his face and knowing that Joanna is trying to put the pressure on me about it.
I tell
And
you
these
what,
are
them that come on here and say they're going to run a live themselves, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, they ain't going to do fuck all. All they want is sympathy.
100%. And you know why? You know what as well, yeah? Listen, I'm not happy at all with what the pressure they have tried to put onto my shoulders. I'm not happy at all. And it's been playing on my mind. I won't lie to you. Since I've been up here, it's been playing on my mind. And Soph, thank you as well for that subscription. But like I said to you, I don't know if I'm going to lose this account tonight or tomorrow. But thank you anyways. And like I said, regardless, yeah, there is definitely something going on. If you work around young children and you say, I've seen a story, and then all you can offer me as an explanation in the background is I'm willing to send you, Paul is willing to send emails to you, but he wants the address of who sent it taken off. Well, I may as well.
On this Paul Breech, right? Schools are not going to notify parents of him in the area for no reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's what's the name of the radio station? It's 5TOWNS Radio in Yorkshire. That's exactly who's putting this much pressure up on top of my shoulders.
And that's somebody, like I said, Tony, that is somebody that works with kids under the care system.
Right,
Yeah.
I think this 5 Radio's woman, Joanna's her name. I think she needs a woman talking to her.
Yeah, it's Joanne. It's Joanne States for anybody that don't know her.
I think so far, and also people, I know the location of Paul as well. Thanks to Joanne, who wasn't expecting this, but I'm not going to have that pressure on me no more.
And that's why it was important, Tony, that you knew that it is 100% him goading by you seeing that video. And I feel bad that you've seen that while you're away with your family, because family time's important. But at least you now know 110% that man is just all jokes. He thinks this is all a laugh, you know?
Exactly. And also the 2 videos the day before that, saying that every person we have highlighted, including Sobriety Jack and Dave the Rave, we've got it wrong. We are liars. He has proof that we're liars. Has anyone else seen Sobriety Jack do what we said he had done? Has anyone else seen and proven what he has done? Did anyone else see the video of Dave the Rave and know what Dave the Rave was at? I know I didn't make them posters for nothing what I did, but he is trying to now get support for them and saying that we lied about it. Paul is saying, picking up for them and saying that we are setting them up.
No, he set his own self up.
Yeah.
He has set his own self up. But this Joanne woman, if she's working with vulnerable children and vulnerable adults, she needs looking into and all.
That's exactly my point here.
To be honest, Tracy, she needs a radio station. She needs to basically lose a job, as harsh as it sounds.
Yeah.
Considering she's been working with someone like myself, it is pretty disgusting. And whenever she's egging Paul on to do whatever he's doing, he's going to continue doing it because he's got an audience like Joanne.
Anyone.
I am biting my tongue.
And that's coming from a 19-year-old lass, by the way, Tony, that's extremely intelligent and know exactly what I'm obviously speaking about.
No, I appreciate you joining up, and I'm glad. Listen, and like I said, Amber, if you need anyone to talk to, I'm sure you can message Zoe, Tracy, or one of these in about. I'm sure.
Me, Amber, you know, anytime.
Do you understand? I'm sure you can do that. But let me just say one last thing. Someone, Joanna, he should never have kept this going with me while I'm away with my family. And then you should never allow that pressure to be put on top of me, all right? Now, one last thing. Someone who has a voice over the radio, across Yorkshire, should not have that, Amber, what is, sorry, by the way, what is Joanna's role for the kids? What does she do? What's the role?
What do you mean, Tony?
What position? Why is
what like role basically? What's her actual job with children in care?
Yeah.
She does a variety of things with them, like she arranges like group, like council, like children in care meetings for young people to come together and discuss how they can make the care system a better place and things like that. But a radio station, I do know because I join it every Wednesday when she's on live on this platform.
Job description is professional groomer for Paul Breech.
She does. When she's on live on a Wednesday, which is when she's on the 5TOWNS radio station, she does have like different young people on every week, so other people's kids that are in care, in her actual live stream that take part in a live stream as well.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you again.
I'm going to drop Tony, but before I go, I would say to you, my old fella, you need a female, you have my number.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Tracy.
She does have a variety of things, to be honest.
Take care, Trace. Well, look, let me put it this way to you. Anyone that is promoting someone like Paul Breech and is promoting his suicidal tendencies to say that they will speak about it, and I know I've said that word and I couldn't care less about losing the account, but let me put it this way, should not have a voice to anyone, should not be around any children, and should not definitely be broadcasting around Yorkshire, or should be working for 5TOWNS Radio. People, we'll catch up about Joanna and Paul Breech in the morning for a quick coffee chat between 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning, just a brief 10 minutes before we go out, okay? All the best, people. Good night and God bless. Thank you, everyone.
Take care, Tony. Thank you for letting me in your life, Tony.
You're more than welcome, people. I'll catch you in the morning. All the best. Take care. Bye-bye. All the best.
Bye.
Take care.